really enjoyed She-Hulk. And I'm actually going to explain why She-Hulk is the best Marvel show out there. The CGI isn't that great. In some scenes, the face shaders on She-Hulk's face is literally missing, and She-Hulk kind of does look like Michael Jackson. Not to mention the VFX studio at Marvel Studios has stated they've been overworked, and Marvel really needs to do something about that. When a finished product comes out in Disney Plus or the theaters, it needs to be an actual finished product. And that's actually where it stops with the criticism. I mean, there's not really too much that I can actually complain about. But She-Hulk is funny. The comedy is subjective, as usual. I mean, what's the whole big deal? I mean, give She-Hulk a try. I'm sort of a picky person when it comes to my comedy, and that goes with anything I watch. However, I didn't watch the Ms. Marvel show, so I don't really know what's going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. The last show I watched was Moon Knight, and it was actually pretty good. It was okay. As I was watching it, it was pretty funny. I mean, there were some comedic scenes about the co-workers bickering with Mr. Immortal until he gets slapped with like a realization that he doesn't have to be there in the room. So he grabs his hat and he jumps out the damn window. Like, what? There was many scenes like this. I think my favorite part of this whole show was watching Wong watch The Sopranos. So like, does that mean that The Sopranos are canon in the MCU? However, that's kind of like where it stops. I mean, there are a couple other things that I don't want to get into, but again, it'll just spoil the series. But I would have to say, definitely She-Hulk is worth watching. Not every single episode is worth watching, however. I didn't think that the first episode was worth it. So if you really wanted to just watch episode 2 and then just slide to episode 5 or episode 4, I mean, you could. I think it's pretty cool how a series actually does that. You know, you don't have to watch the whole entire series to know what's going on, because not every episode adds up with another episode. It's pretty clunky and funky like that, so you can do whatever the heck you want. But the series is probably the best out of all of them. I think the biggest consistent theme that She-Hulk adds to every single episode, however, is adding characters that you never knew that were canon. I think that's exactly how a series should be. It should be funky, it should be clunky, sort of kind of funny, maybe breaking the fourth wall, and to me, that's a perfect Disney Plus Marvel Cinematic Universe series. So without further ado, I'm actually going to go ahead and give you a ranking. She-Hulk is definitely a 7 out of 10.